Welcome back, brothers, to yet a special show here on a Friday night. I know you Negroes was like, man, when he gonna start? When he gonna start? But I had to put it on nigga time, because if I tried to start it on time, you niggas wouldn't show up. So I gotta get it where y'all show up late and be waiting on me like you in the club. All right. So it's good to see you brothers, man, in here on a Friday night. Some of you niggas ain't got no dates, no motherfucking way. So you might as well go ahead on. Please get yourself ready. So what you got going on there, girl?
That's the train.
Oh, okay, okay. No, damn you. All right. So, anyways, brother, listen, we got a very special guest, very beautiful young lady. You know what I mean? And that is Ashley W. And tonight we have a very good show. It's the topic of hers. I'm stealing. Dear black men, going to white women won't solve your problems. Oh boy. All right, now I'm gonna introduce to some and present to others the lovely Ashley W. Welcome on the show, boo.
What's up?
Oh, no, just
What's
just
up? What's up?
just got this bad credit and high blood pressure, but being a nigga, ain't nothing besides that, God is blessing me. Yes, He is. So let everybody know, before we kind of get started, you know what I mean. You know who you are, what you talk about on your channel, all that good shit.
Well, I'm Ashley W. I talk about some of everything, anything across my mind. If I see an interesting article, I talk about it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, cool. All right, let me kind of get into this real quick because I mean, obviously, since you've been in the black sector of YouTube, you have been, rumbling through the jungle over here. You know what I mean? You have managed to stay out of drama, which is impossible to do over here with these niggas. But I can't congratulate you on that. You made this video. You make a lot of videos on, and to be fair, you are fair. You come down hard on black women who also swirl. Let me kind of start with that because there is this swirling nation of black women who feel they are better off dating other men and getting with other men of other races. What do you think about black women? Those particular statements about it's more of them than us, and they have a better chance of dating out and finding love. What do you have to say about that?
I think that is completely asinine because I know plenty of black women that date exclusively white men and none of them are married. Um, I think that I mean, like, because I feel like, we have a certain sector, like, of people, love is love. Just people should be able to love whoever they want. Love doesn't have a skin tone. That's blah, 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 whatever. That's fine. However, there's going to be some issues that's going to come into play at some point, and how are you going to deal with that? And my issue with these women is always, so you're willing to accept this behavior from this white dude, but you're not willing to accept the exact same behavior from this black man. And as a matter of fact, you're saying this behavior from this black man is completely unacceptable, and you're not even willing to give him a chance. You're going to leave him, dump him, whatever, but you're willing to give that white dude that has less and is less of a man than that black dude is more and more chances than that black one. And not only that, you're talking crap about this black one, about how he's not this and how he's not that, while you taking care of this white man. And that doesn't make sense to me.
Let me ask you a question. When you said you have some friends that are exclusively dating white men, let me ask you this: what types of white men? Because like a lot of black women say they, they're dating, lawyers, all these kind of white guys. From your experience, what kind of white men are these black women that are coming in contact are dating? As far as professionally and
Well,
stuff
they're
like
not
that.
dating doctors and lawyers, that's for sure. I don't know. One of my this girl I knew from college, the last boyfriend that she had, white boyfriend that she had, from what I know of him, I think he was like bipolar or something. He would have like crazy mood swings and threaten her and do all types of crazy stuff that I wouldn't tolerate from any man, and she tolerated it all. And I don't know what he did for a living, but he had bipolar, so he couldn't have been doing much. Um, he, I I don't know. They don't date anybody. I've never seen they don't date doctors and lawyers. They don't date anybody with prestige. I don't know what they're talking about. At least none of the black ones that I know. I'm gonna be honest.
You talked about this whole issue of black women dating white men. There are going to be some issues that come up, but you never really went into those issues that could come up in these relationships. Can you go into more detail about those particular issues?
Well, for one, my main thing is the children. What are the children? What type of environment are these children about to be raised in? Given that they have to figure out whether or not they want to identify as black, or whether or not they want to identify as white, or they want to say there's some combination of both. You have to deal with the fact that black people might not accept you fully. hmm And you have to deal with the fact that the white people may not accept you fully. So what are you going to go as children? And if as a parent, you're not equipped to have that conversation with your child, what are you going to do? If your child is only getting exposed to one side of their family, what is the likelihood that that child is going to grow up and want to marry a black person if all they see is the white side of their family? What's the likelihood that these children are going to grow up and want to marry black people and carry on these black genetics? Not likely. Another issue, what if that person's family don't like you? What if your family don't like him? What y'all gonna do? What if
Okay.
your mama say, you better not ever bring no white woman home? You better not ever bring no white man home. What you gonna do? Mama. Like, do people think about this where you just like, oh well, I'm just gonna disown my family. My family gonna disown me. Yes, honey. And it's just okay. Like, that's not an issue that we're gonna discuss. That's not something that you feel that you need to address, or you just think that people are so open-minded. You think because their child is open-minded, you think they're gonna be open-minded too? Or what about when y'all do have kids, you take your kids to their grandparents' house and you got your child coming back here nigga jokes, telling you nigga jokes and shit. What you gonna do? It's like I understand that thinking ahead too much causes anxiety. However, I feel like when you don't plan, or when you fail to think of all possible outcomes, you are failing yourself. I want to watch that. Okay, baby.
Let me do this. Shout out to Big J Triple X. Where are the black Karen Strongs, black Diana Davidsons at? Because I don't see them on YouTube or in the media. I believe Karen Strong is like a white women's activist, white men's activist, but she's a white woman. So shout out to Big J Triple X. That's a second donation I've seen from him in the last few shows. Let me kind of switch gears, because another show is not about black women dating interracially, but more so of black men. You made a short video that got like about 15,000 views. And that video was saying black men going to white women won't help you, something to that effect. Can you talk about that? What was the reason that you made this video, and what inspired it?
Well, one day I was sitting somewhere going through the comment section, and somebody made this long comment, and they were just like, well, dealing with women, you don't have to deal with this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting up there like, well, I know white women that have put black men through that, and the third. So what are you talking about? Like, I get irritated, and that type of stuff irritates black women like myself, because we can't understand why you're acting like getting with these white women is going to solve all your problems, because they're not. It's not. It never does, and it never has, and it never will. You want to be with them because you feel as if they're easier to deal with. You feel as if you don't have to argue so much with them. You're with them because, and then what y'all have to understand is when y'all say it back to us, a lot of it seems very superficial. Oh, she doesn't talk back. She doesn't question you because she has concerns about your plan. Oh, okay. So why wouldn't you want me to question you because I have concerns? I have concerns for us. I have to question it, don't I? But you don't want me to question you? Mm-hmm. You want me to, look, I'm not that open sexually. You're not about to stick nothing up my ass. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What you want me to say?
LAR movement. There will be no booty sex going on with your nasty
I'm
ass.
like, look, they like when I remember when I was younger, back in my day. When I used to talk to a lot of black men and what was their fascination with a lot of the white women, a lot of it was the sexual aspect, and they'll let me stick it up their ass and it's not a problem. Well, look, it's a problem for me. I have the understanding that the asshole is not like a vagina. It doesn't snap back. So yeah, I don't want a loose booty, so I'm not sticking nothing up there. And look, I'm sorry. They can have you if that's what you want. Yeah, you can have them. Have all the white women you want because you're not getting it over here.
Let me do this real quick. Shout out to some of my YouTube homeboys. I see Solo TV 84. Shout out to my man LAR Movement. I see
Don't
my
mind
man
me. I'm
Wode
being real
Maya.
ignorant tonight.
Wode Maya in here, man. He trying to get his African American on. I see you, player. You like these African American strings, don't you, pimping? Let me talk to you about this because you're saying that black men. Let's go over some issues. One of the things that you said that black men like white women is so they can put stuff in their booty. Shout out to my boy Casper 78694. That's okay. I'm gonna get my boy Casper up in here now. Shout out to my brother Casper. So is that it, or what are some other reasons that black men tell you that they want to go to white women or other women of other nationalities?
I mean, like a lot of it is just it's a general consensus that black men just feel like white women are easier to deal with. And like I said, from my experience dealing with white women, that's not always the case. I've seen white women give white men and black men equally as hard of times. Like I've seen white women try to cuss black dudes out. I've seen white women talk crazy to black dudes. So like I'm not seeing what you're talking about when you say it's that much easier, because again, I don't deal with a lot of ratchet, ghetto, out of pocket black women. So I don't know a whole bunch of women that's, constantly blah, 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 always yelling, fussing, fighting and screaming with some dude. I don't know those women. I'm not that woman. So I don't it's not clicking with me like that. It's not, because it's not clicking with me because I don't know these chicks. And I'm like, what I get at a lot of the times is like, if you having such a hard time, maybe it's you. Maybe it's not the women, maybe it's you. What's the common denominator in all of this? You. Maybe it's you. Stop blaming everybody for everything, and maybe figure out, is this something that you have to address, or is it actually the women? Like, again, I understand that some of it is these women. Some of these women are loud and ghetto and extra for absolutely no reason. You have to figure out why you are attracting that type of woman, because you are attracting that type of woman. Something is attracting you to that type of black woman. You're going to get some ratchet white woman too. I promise you will. You just not going to see it as ratchet because she white.
Let me talk about this, because I won't deny some of it, but I do got some problems, because you said you don't know these women, but you don't mind mentioning your city that you're from, or area. It's a big area. Where are you from?
Yep. I'm from Chicago. I see them. I see the women. I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
I'm from I don't want to say the low end, because it's kind of the low end, but not really. But I'm from the south side of Chicago. I stay very close to the White Sox Stadium. Okay. If anybody know where that is,
don't go looking
I'm in that area.
Don't go looking.
Right, exactly. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can come looking, but I'm not going to be over here that long. So come over here if you want to.
Get shot over there. But see, here's the thing. When you, and I will admit that black men typically, for the most part, what they like in black women, if it's dysfunctional, most likely, if they don't change the outlook of the kind of woman they're looking for, they're going to get the same thing in a white woman. That is true to a certain extent. But, here's the thing. Loud or ratchet, I mean, those are just personality things. I think what black men have the biggest problem with is this whole respect thing. and a woman can be not have any respect for a man while at the same time fucking him, while at the same time not being loud or ratchet to him. I mean, see, it's not about. I mean, because there's very few women that are going to be out there just hella loud and ratchet and all this shit. I mean, that's just
Ooh.
whatever, right? But what we have here is a failure to communicate what the issues is that black men are not
Can I
finding.
tell
There's
you why? Can I tell
respected.
you
Go ahead.
what my experience has been?
Sure.
So, look, when I deal with dudes, I've been. Somebody said it, the last video that I posted, somebody said it, and it is absolutely true. And I think it's the majority of the problem that a lot of our black men are having these days. Our men are having a hard time asserting themselves. That's what I see. You know, I feel like it's a lot of black men that do not assert themselves. They are not assertive. They're very passive, and you're just going with the flow. Whatever this woman wants, whatever she want to do, we just gonna go with it. And and then it's like when that doesn't work out, now we mad. Now whoever's just going with it, now you mad because you was just going with it instead of asserting yourself or communicating that this is what you want, this is your expectations, this is whatever. Instead of just saying that, you just going along with whatever. That's problematic to a woman that needs a leader and leadership qualities in a man.
Mhm.
If I need leadership qualities, you can't be trying to go whatever way I'd say we want to go. That's me leading you now. Now you're not leading me. Now I'm leading you. Now I'm not one of these type of women that say I don't respect a man for whatever reason or whatever. I respect everybody until you give me a reason not to respect you. That's not a reason not to respect you. Want to date you seriously? Probably not. Will I see you as long-term relationship material unless you start to become assertive? Probably not.
But you mentioned earlier.
Men need to have a take charge attitude. Y'all need to start having more of a take charge attitude with women because I've noticed that a lot of men are very passive with some of these chicks. Take charge of the situation. Period.
But you
Stop
just said.
letting her decide.
But you just said earlier that a lot of black women are dealing with white men who don't even have this particular outlook. So then, to a black man, then I mean, just based on what you said, to a black man who says I have to go out of my way to do this just to be with a black woman, yet I'm visually looking at her who was automatically she's just being so submissive to this man without him having to take charge or have this kind of, in a lot of ways. I'm not saying hyper masculinity, but what black men are noticing is that the way she treats Paul is different from treating Peter. Yeah. And so this is what we notice.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the case, what incentive is it for black men to stay with black women when they know that when they're dating other guys, those are not the requirements for those guys? So why should we be having to do more to stay with black women when they are making other guys do less? And here's the thing, Ashley, that's always been the case with black men and black America, black women. They've always had price discrimination. So let's talk about that. So, I mean, and can you answer that at least?
It's stupid to me. It's stupid as hell because I see it the same. I see the same thing, vice versa, with when I see a lot of these black men dealing with some of these white women. Like they don't have nearly half the things you want me to have, but she don't. But what is she doing that's just so special that I'm not doing? But you with her and she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have anything. She's dependent on you solely for everything. I figured out how to take care of myself, but you don't want me. And I think it's very, very stupid, and that's why I feel like it's dumb, and it's a lot of that's why I feel like a lot of them are confused. Like you're confused, you don't know what you want. You can't say you want a masculine black man and then go out and say because you can't find a masculine black man, go out and get some semi-feminine white dude. Like, how does that make sense?
Okay, so
and then that's what some of these women need to understand. That's how you're telling on yourself. You're telling on yourself. You're showing that you have control issues.
Okay, let me do this real quick, guys. Thanks everybody for coming into the chat. I know this is it's already 300 of some people watching. They must have knew you was coming on because my ugly ass, I can't never get these many people at one time. Shout out to the Uhuru Hotep Nation of the Negro Manosphere. I see y'all got your dashikis on and your Nike sandals with a white girl in your car. Hotep, everybody, Hotep. Let me shout out to a few people, man. I just want to, shout out to a few of the brothers, man, that are already in here. Give me that paycheck money. Praise Jesus. Caleb, thank you. $5 super chat. Dating mindset and raw game AFI Kingdom $9. Roscoe, ask who raised them $2. A brunette girl. Just wanted to say I love your Trump video last week. Have a great weekend, no shade. I got to get back on my Trump videos, man. Don't worry about that. We're gonna coming back with that. Shout out to A brunette girl. She's been following me for a long time. She is white. Hotep. Don't go crazy though. Trying to get her number. Okay, let me do this. And guys, get the likes up on the video.
You need to stop walking around with that, honey.
Let me talk about this real quick. Okay, so shout out to Brother Trevor Hart because I cussed him out the other day, but the brother came back. Appreciate you, brother. I love you like a play cousin. What is? I mean, I like black women. I love black women, right? Y'all, because we can eat a collard green sandwich together. We could, you know what I'm saying? We could drink that good Seagram's gin. Okay, if the pockets is low, we know all about ramen noodles and wieners.
No,
I can't do that with a white woman. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is this. What do you think black men are looking for in a relationship with any woman? Tell me what you think that black men are looking for. If you had just a guess, what are black men looking for?
My main thing that I think black men are looking for, I say all men really, but specifically black men, I think they're looking for that peace of mind when they get home. Knowing that they have somebody at home that's just simply trying to hold it down, not trying to get them a bunch of, it's not a bunch of back and forth all the time. Like if y'all got some issues, y'all talk about it, y'all figure it out and y'all be done with it. But it's not, it's just that peace. Like when I come home, I know I don't have to worry about anything. At least not right away. Can I not worry about it right away? Can you give me about an hour? Then worry me about it. That's what I think, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to understand then is this: what other things do you think black men are looking for besides peace of mind? Off the top of your head.
I mean, like, when we have these types of conversations, I always hear black men, like you was talking about earlier with the respect factor and the lack of respect that they seem to not be getting from black women, but they feel that they're getting from white women. And to me, like, I guess is it respect or is it, just what it is? Y'all feel like y'all like each other. Is it really respect? Does she really respect you? Like when y'all argue, is she calling you a nigger? Like that's not respect.
Is she calling you the N-word? Okay, shout out to Master Ram. I just seen him in the building. Just real quick, shout out to man Kwame XXX. Thank you so much. Explain this in more detail. We're gonna get to that, brother. Get the likes up. What other things do you think that black men are looking for? Because besides the like and respect, peace of mind, what else? You said weird sexual acts. I know that, but anything else?
I don't know. Like I don't know what y'all looking for. Y'all confused the hell out of me. So I don't know.
Why are you confused? What is it about?
Cause some of y'all just as confused as some of these women. Y'all don't know what y'all want either.
What about black men?
I think some of y'all are just as confused.
In what ways?
Because like I said, like, you try to be that woman that's not going to give you the hard time, not, be a little bit open sexually. We can go outside. Okay, we can do that. But, I mean, don't put it down now. But, like, we can be adventurous. We can do all that type of stuff. But it's like, when I deal with black men, like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's me. So I reflect on myself and just say it's me and not blame the dude. So I don't know what y'all want.
Do you think that black men who are, let's say, dating interracially or are dating Caucasian women, do you feel that they have made a great enough effort to try to stay with African American women? Did they try hard enough?
I understand that the dynamics of people dating interracially are always different. I've stated this example many times on my page. Like, I have family that lives in small towns
Mm-hmm.
that most of the black people is family. You're not about to go in that small town and date your family. So what else? What other options do you have? You got that white person down the street. So I understand that, but I think some of them do give black women and black men a decent shot. But also, I do think, just simply from exposure, you haven't been exposed to enough black men or black women to say that you don't like them or you don't want them. You've had one or two experiences and they were just so bad, and now you think, now you're attributing that to all black men or all black women when you've only had one or two experiences. Or I've actually heard a lot of guys say this. They see their mamas, they see their sisters, their aunties, or their cousins. All of them are crazy, ratchet, and ghetto, and blah blah blah. This, and why would I want to deal with that? I'm just gonna cut it all out, all in the beginning. Or what about these kids that we've been seeing on TV lately, like these celebrities? Hey, your kid 16, you haven't been with women like that, but you already talking about you don't want to deal with black women, and you 16? What are you talking about?
Let me do this. I'm gonna kind of, because I'm gonna listen to what you've been saying, but I want to kind of go back to this whole assertive piece. You said black men need to be more assertive. Let's kind of go back to that. Can you be more specific as to going into more detail about this whole assertive proposition?
So, because I have this conversation with people, and I've had this I've literally sat and dang near had arguments with dudes about this. What you want to eat? I don't care. Well, don't say nothing if we get there and they don't have nothing that you want. Sir, if I wanted something specific, I would have said something specific. I don't care. I don't have a taste for anything. Well, where you want to go? Dude, I don't care. Just pick a place. Mm-hmm. Well, dude, well, what? What are you talking about? Just pick a place. Like, what? Like, well, are you free? Can you go out? Sure. Well, where you want to go? Dude, you just asked me if I wanted to go somewhere, but you telling me I got to pick the place? You picked the place. You just asked me if I could go. I said yes, so you pick the place. You want something to happen, but you're not willing to speak up about what you want to happen. Dude, I can't help you then. I'm not going to read your mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you want something from me, you need to tell me. Because I'm not about to try to read between the lines, and I'm not about to read your mind. I'm not about to try to figure out no hints. I'm not doing none of it. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out if I can do it for you.
Okay, but here, let me say this real quick. Okay, I think, and I'm a kind of dude that's like, more of a kind of a straightforward kind of person. Look, I'm a, do this, whatever. But what I look at it is, here is a black man, and some guys are saying like, oh, these guys are soft. Here's a brother asking you, hey, let's go out, right? And asking you, where do you want to go? Where do you prefer? He's trying to take you to a place where you want to enjoy yourself. I mean, think about what the guy is trying to do. Okay,
I get that.
This is, and I think I've never heard any other race of women complaining. And thank you, brothers, for super chat. Brother said, can we role play real quick? Just real quick. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, girl? This is the Leotis. What's going on with you, baby?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I was wondering, I get off Leroy's Chicken and Waffle House in a few minutes. I was
Mm-hmm.
wondering if we can go out
Mm-hmm.
on a date.
Sure.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just saying, baby, what you like? I mean, I'm saying, tell me what, I'm saying, what kind of food you like to eat on and everything, because I just like to eat chicken gizzards and stuff like that. So, I'm just, I mean, can you let me know what you want? I mean, what do you want to eat? I'm just, trying to find out, what I'm saying, what you want to eat, I'm saying, what you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, well, we can go wherever you want. I don't eat the gizzards, but I mean, if they got gizzards on the menu, then that's cool. We can go wherever.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me stop the
Mm-hmm.
show real quick on that. Most women is not gonna be like that response is for a woman that's gonna say, "Oh, we can go wherever you want to go." Like, okay, she like you, and probably, what I'm saying, you probably that's a Netflix and chill night in my mind, right? I'm like, damn, I take her anywhere. It's all good. But what I'm saying is, what a lot of brothers are trying to do is when we, what I'm saying, we want to make sure that the woman is comfortable. Okay, but baby, what would you prefer?
Right.
Okay, well, I like seafood. Well, let's go there. I want to make sure that you are having a nice time, that you get to, what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to audition in many ways. And then the niceness that we're trying to portray with our money, because we've been working all week at Leroy's and Gizzards. It's like y'all still not happy with that shit. And then it's gonna be like, oh well, niggas is cheap. Well, the motherfucker sat there and asked you, where you trying to go? Baby, I want to make sure that you enjoy your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Make sure
See,
that
this is what I'm talking about. This
niggas
is what I'm talking about, though, because this is
hotel.
where that communication starts to come in, because and where you really have to start, like really getting to know people. And as women, this is where we need to start being more open. This is the point where we need to start being more open. Like, look, if that's the case, if this is the first time you dealing with this dude, and maybe he don't know you and he trying to ask you, then okay, maybe do. And the same thing for you guys. Look, if you want to get to know what a woman likes to do, just take her to go do it. Because guess what? Sometimes maybe she don't know what she like to do it yet. Maybe you'll be the first time that she go, and now she can't forget your black behind. Take a laser tag. She never been. Like, okay, I've never been. I'm excited about this. This is kind of, you get to run around, have fun with, just be a kid, be able to act like a big kid again. Like, that would be a cool date. Don't you have to ask me if I want to go there? Just take me. It's like, think out the box sometimes. It don't have to always be dinner or movies. And again, ladies, and at this point, this is where we have to be open. If you don't like something, if there's things that you don't like, say it up front. Like, I don't like this or I don't like that. And if he does take you to something that you don't like, don't sit there and be a bitch about it. Don't sit there and be frowning up your face. Try to have fun, try to enjoy yourself, because guess what, you might like it different because you with him. He might make it fun for you. Maybe the last time you went, you was with somebody or with a group of people that you didn't really care too much about. You didn't like them. Be open. Like that. Like, again, like, we have to, as people, we, like, I don't know. I feel like as society has gotten us in a mindset that we have to be certain ways, and we're not opening ourselves up to the possibility of different within each other. We've clearly done that with other races, but we haven't done that with each other. Because if that white dude asks you, hey, let's take a walk on the beach, that cheap free date, you will be like, okay. But if a black dude asks you that on the first date, you will be apprehensive. You will be calling him cheap. You will be trying to say he just trying not to spend no money, but he's still going to be expecting something at the end of the night. And you won't give him none, but you'll get that white dude some. Like, it's that type of stuff like that's why I say I get it with black, when you guys say, black women are difficult, we hard to deal with, white women are a lot easier, they go with the flow a lot more than black women. Like, I get it, and that's why.
Okay. Let me do this real quick. We got 419 watching. 424. See, it must be because of you, because they don't never be watching like that when it be just me. You know what I'm saying? So they must come on. So guys, do me a favor. Ashley W, her link is in the description. Okay, she been on here before, but she was not on here by herself. Okay, so what I want you to do, she is one of the few black female content creators that is kind of like very, very supportive of black men, actually, because she wouldn't be on here if she wasn't. So, brothers, do me a favor, go subscribe to her. I'm subscribed to her. There's only 2 women I subscribe to on Patreon, her and Natural Organa Girl. So I want to shout out to Natural Organa Girl also and Ashley W. So, brothers, this is a really good female channel, really good channel in period. So I want you, brothers, we have 428 people. Let's go into the description and subscribe to her, hit the bell. Okay, and I really appreciate all you brothers in here. Now, while you're doing that, I got some more work for you to do. Make sure you hit that like button. And let me go ahead and shout out to all the brothers, man, who are spending all their food stamps on the super chat. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna take all your money and buy a midget stripper any goddamn way. So let me just do this real quick. And shout out some of the brothers that are supporting on the super Chisnet. Marcus the realist. What up, O'Shea? What percentage of black women does she feel is marriage material? Ooh, how are they selling themselves to get to that position? Okay, I'm gonna ask that one. That's definitely a good question. My brother Rashawn Williams, he dropped 2 $12 donations. That boy is rich. Yes, he is, Jesus. 6'4", 215 pounds. I noticed the white women watching me more than black women. We'll talk about that, because why is it that black women, it's like to initiate conversation with them, it seems to be very hard. To talk to black women, it seems to be more difficult than talking to other races of women, from what a lot of black men say. Harold Jackson, facts. $2 super chat. My boy CACA sent me a wonderful article the other day, man, about the brother that got into like 8 Ivy League school. Shout out to my brother CACA. But then when you insert it, they call it toxic masculinity or chauvinistic can't win. Great point. Again, shout out to Master Ram. Rashawn Williams, most black women are overweight. White women are in general being take seriously. So let me talk about this question. Okay, a lot of black men are more. Okay, let me ask you this: do you think that black men are more serious than black women when it comes to marriage and in long-term relationships?
I think it depends on how they were raised.
Okay, let me ask you: if you were to look at the data, do you think that more black men are in more committed relationships than black women are?
The data probably would say yes.
Okay. All right. So somebody said, shout out to brother Mingo, who's Surfer Uhuru, Chuck E. Cheese's character. Thank you to all my Hotep brothers. Hotep, Uhuru, Hotep. King Nick sending support for the Anchor Rubber Fund. Peace, bro. Thank you so much. Now listen, we have in America 3 million less black men than black women. But there are 365,000 more black men married than black women. Black men married. Okay. A good percentage, it seems in certain years, as high as 20-25% are married interracially. Do you feel that black women are doing what they're supposed to do to be wife material and to keep black men, because black men are, free agents. You can talk about, they fucking fat white girls, they fucking ugly white girls, all of that. But are black women doing enough to keep black men wanting to deal with them on a long-term basis? And and what percentage of these black women do you think are wife material?
I would say that a lot of women are out here. A lot of women don't know what it means to be a wife. So I would probably say, again, because this question is also, it depends on how some of these women were raised. If you were raised around marriage and if you saw good, positive marriages, then you probably understand what it means to be married. And I guess, like, if I had to put a percentage on how many women have actually seen that, it wouldn't be very high, and I don't want to throw that number out there because it would be deplorable. I really feel like it would be disgustingly low. But I think that black women are being taught to be independent, so you don't have to depend on no man. Be independent. Go get a job. Make sure you always working so you don't have to depend on no man. Make sure you always doing this so you don't have to depend on no man. Make sure you do this so you don't have to depend on no man. It's always, we have been getting programmed over and over and over and over again since we were children, babies, not even old enough to understand what anything is. Don't go out here trying to depend on no man. And now we're older and we're getting taught, you can go out there and sleep with whoever you want. You better go out there and get all this education and work this 12-hour job that's going to make sure that you're never at home with a husband or a kid if you had some. You better go out there and do all this other stuff. They have been teaching us as Black women to make everything, absolutely everything, a priority other than Black men. While they have been teaching while every other race of women are getting taught, your man is your priority. Your man is as much of a priority as everything else, if not more. That's what they're being taught. While we're being taught your man is priority number 10. He's going to fall last on the list. And when you have that type of dynamic, even when you're in a household, because this is, and mind you, some of this is happening in households where the women are married to the fathers. These women are still teaching their daughters, work, 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 work. Don't depend on no man. Don't depend on no man. You got time. You got time. You have time. While these men are getting other cues. Oh, if I want to be successful men have wives. Successful men have families. Successful men have this. I'm with this woman. I don't want to have spread my seed all over the place. I'm with this one woman and I want to be with this one woman. I'm going to stay with this one woman from the time from college till whenever. That's what they're being taught, or that's what men. And I also think that men view relationships differently. So that's a whole nother, because I feel like men are y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. But I think when you have that sort of social dynamic being taught, and when you have men seeing or getting certain social cues that are different, it's going to always be a disconnect.
Okay, let me do this. You got it, Papa. We had as many 500. Are you watching the chat right now, Ashley?
I'm not.
496. You would think Tariq Nasheed over here today, but let me do this. Let me shout out to some of the brothers, man. Y'all keep the likes coming up. Some of y'all brothers, man. I'm seeing some new people donate. I like to see new brothers supporting the channel. If you really been feeling what we've been doing, drop $1, put some condoms in the super chat, nigga. If you can't do nothing, just like the video. Do you know what I'm saying? Thank you, brothers, for coming over here. We got 505 watching. Let me shout out a few brothers real quick for the super chat. Again, and I'm gonna get back to brother Rashawn Williams's thing. Marcus Real says, I got much respect for Ashley, but she just justified why Black men should marry out. Brothers avoid headaches. Michael Vick used to avoid linebackers. Odigo Mubutu. It's not my job to make a woman laugh, happy, or feel comfortable. Ain't my job. Comedy club's there for that. Shout out to my brother Odinga. Like I said, I met him in Brazil. We was out there kicking it. The Gold Eagle. Yo, tell my man Soul TV to call in. Thank you, brother, for $10 super chat.
He just said something. You just said something, and I feel like I'm gonna forget. What is it? He just said it's not your job to make a woman laugh. Exactly. You have to be assertive. If she doesn't have fun, F her. That's how you know she ain't the one. If you can take her someplace and she gonna frown about the face and she's not gonna try to have a good time, F her. She not the one. Don't waste your time on her. The problem is people waste time on women like this. You waste your time. You keep wasting your time. You keep trying to impress her and she's not impressed, and you keep trying. Stop trying. Go be with somebody that is going to be happy with you. And what y'all take that as, okay, well, since that's how a majority of Black women are, let me not date Black women and let me just go date these white women because that's how they are. No, it's Black women like that too. You just have to, and I get it. That's the fucked up part about it. Why does it have to be that hard to seek out women like that of your own race? I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. I get it.
Now
but we have the same hard time. Like, that's the thing that I don't think a lot of men understand. To find a man that's assertive, to find a man that's working, that has his head on straight, that's hard to find as a Black woman. It's very hard.
Wait a minute. Define a man that's what? Say it again. Working? Say it again. What else you say?
I find very few men that's assertive. Very few. I find a lot that's working and have things like that's. It's not hard to find good men, but it's hard to find men that's assertive, that can take charge. That I don't find often. And if that's something that I need and you don't have it, and I'm not seeing it often, what am I supposed to do? I don't see it happening with a lot of white dudes either, so I'm definitely not going over there. If that's a requirement for me, then hey, I'm not finding it. It's a lot of Black women not finding it. But again, this is why I say that's what these women tell on themselves. They don't want an assertive man if they going with some weak white dude. They don't want no assertive man. That's just the crap that they telling you to make you feel bad. That's all. Like that, it is nothing.
Okay, let me ask you this, brothers. I'm gonna get to the super chat after this question. I promise you. I thank everybody for supporting the show. The money is coming in like, man, it might as well be a offering in here. Y'all keep the likes coming up, man. And thank you, brothers, for supporting. I'm gonna read your super chats out. Okay, here's the thing, and Ashley, I gotta be real. Can I be real? You know, I love you like my play cousin. Okay. And, I will put some peanut butter on your elbows and lick it off, but I'm not there.
Oh no.
I don't know. You said you're not into freaky shit. You into peanut butter on your elbows? I'm just
I've never had it happen.
Hey, just
That would be weird.
Let me know what's going on. Just let me know. Okay, Hotep. Okay, Hotep. So here's the thing. I'm living in Poland. You know that, right? Okay, look, and I'm a man that search for a huru, and I don't know actually at some point how much time you got, but if Ashley wants to stay on a little longer, I wouldn't mind putting in some people in some YouTubers who are already known. Like I'll bring you guys on if you wanted to fellowship with some other people, so we could do like at a certain point. She's down with it. But here's the thing: I'm living in Poland. I've been here for.
Let me go get me a drink.
3 years. Yeah, Hotep. These white women, you know how I've never dated one of these white women before. But I gotta say, on average, yeah, all women got fuckery. There is a difference with dealing with white women and our African women and Black American women. That's just like night and day. On average, okay? And it is so hard for me. It has been historically. Like I've never dated a white woman trying to be committed to this Negro race.
Yeah, you need to come on.
To this Negro race. Hotep, it's the party going down. But the thing about it is this. It's hard dealing with y'all because y'all don't know how to act. Hotep, I'm just gonna keep it real. The thing about it is this. As an upwardly mobile, and I mean, let me talk about my brothers who are upwardly mobile, because me, I can barely read and write. You know that, Ashley, right? I'm reading and writing, not my thing. But for these brothers that can upwardly mobile, the last thing that they want to do after going to school or building themselves up and doing all these other things is to come home and assert with your motherfucking ass. That nigga, nigga, what? I've been asserting all day. You need to be able to act right. Okay, you motherfucker, why do I gotta assert? You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue that a lot of brothers is having, is when you know, I shouldn't have to tell you your fucking role. You should know your role as a woman. But when you deal with these other women, they know. Hey, listen, I'm here today. Hey, man, you know what you do?
When I say be assertive,
no, you close the refrigerator, motherfucking nigga.
No, I ain't none of that.
I'm just saying, this is what we go through. No. And niggas ain't got tired of that shit.
And that's retarded. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if that's what you guys go through as men, that's absolutely asinine, because I've never seen that. I've never seen a woman do that, because it's stupid. Like, why would you even do that? Like, are women really out here being that dumb?
Yes.
That's terrible. Like, I mean, damn, like I
But you
guess
know what's going on. Don't
see,
play. You understand.
I honestly I have a very passive personality. I understand that about myself. I can be very, very passive. Like I don't let a lot of things bother me. So it's like if somebody doing something that I don't like it just is what it is. Either I'm gonna let it bother me or I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm gonna say something about it if it is bothering me at some point. Once it's like if it's bothering me that much that I need to say something, then you need to take heed in what that I'm telling you that it's bothering me.
Okay.
Because you're gonna know me to know that I don't complain that like that. I'm not about to sit here and just sit up here and bitch about something nonstop. Like that's not my MO. That's not how I roll. But I understand that apparently that's how a lot of black women are. And again,
Apparently.
this is why I'm hard on us this is why I'm hard on us because we have to stop this mess and we have to understand how and why we are so close. Like, I don't know why we act like this towards y'all. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't like because it's when I see black men, like I see like everything because I don't understand. Like every race of woman wants to be with you. Every man on this earth envy you. Every system on this earth is against you specifically. What are you complaining about? Get chill. When I talk about assertiveness, I'm talking about when it's certain things like if you feel like certain things have to be done, and I don't know everything. I gotta be honest. I don't know everything. I don't know how you want your household run just yet. I don't know that. You got to tell me that. Yes, you do. I know my role. Absolutely. I know that you would expect the house to be clean, of course. I know that you would want a meal to be made, of course. But it's certain things like if you want certain things a certain way in your house, don't you think I need to know what those things are? How am I supposed to know? You have to assert yourself and tell me those things. I'm not just about to figure it out. This is how we have a bunch of arguments and a bunch of miscommunications because we think people just supposed to figure it out. No, tell me.
Okay. Let me do this. I want to get to the daddy issues piece and stuff like that because let me do this, brother. There's so many super chats coming in, player. I know y'all. Listen, don't be doing no food stamp fraud and stuff coming in here with them credit debit cards. So listen, black men, good to see you. 536 of y'all. 500 black men in one place at one time. Somebody listen. Somebody get the hot sauce and put it on these likes. Okay, get the likes up. Play. I need 53 people. Like we got big YouTubers, we got Master Ram in this thing. I need you Negroes to like the video, okay, for me. Jesus paid it all on the cross. Like the video. I got to keep telling you niggas the same shit every motherfucking time. I got to tell you niggas this every time I get on this motherfucker like the goddamn video. Okay, I'm going to tell you motherfucking ass again. All right, let me shout out to a few of the brothers, man. Xavier Mathis, thank you, brother, for the $5 super chat play. I'm going to take your money and buy some lotion and some peanut butter on Ashley ankles. I appreciate you. Looking for a good black woman is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Hotep, Harry Mingle again, $10. My man out of the good Great Britain, my brothers. 2 British pounds. We need more Ashleys calling sisters out sisters bullocks. I think it's bullshit. Jeff Paul, I've been learned white women have to answer. Built Model Car Magazine, $2. Riz Jeezy, $5 super chat. Another brother donated from the UK. I want to shout him out too, brother Hotep. Let me go and acknowledge him. He came through here with the British pounds. Kamar Sterling, black men need to build and punish black women that act out. Okay, let's kind of go to this whole idea of these daddy issues and stuff like that. Okay, and I also want to talk about a lot of these black men who are, let's say, not necessarily assertive acting. I know for a fact. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I know for a fact there are a lot of black men who are considered, quote unquote, not you, because I know you're going to speak from your perspective. So, black men who are considered, educated, nerds. I've met a few of those black dudes here that are in Poland and studying in my medical program. I can just, anytime I see black medical students or engineering students, they're different kind of caliber of brother. They're a little bit more, I wouldn't say socially awkward, but they're not, they, your niggified, charismatic person. And a lot of times, these are the type of black men that want to stay in the community. But even amongst our college educated black women, what I'm noticing is that a lot of times these women, like a lot of black women, have a lot of options when it comes with dealing with upwardly mobile black men. They do, you know, but they choose not to deal with them for other reasons. Always, oh, he's his personality, or he's lame, or he's not. It's always these issues. And then when these black men, they find themselves more compatible with, a white woman or a non-black woman, and they leave our community, then it's like, well, running a white woman won't help you. But I want to talk about that. Why do we have a lot of our upwardly mobile brothers are starting to trickle off with, and I'm talking about these are our best of black dudes too. They're starting to be with non-black women, most notably white women. Why do you think that's happening?
Because the reasons y'all keep saying, like, we hard to deal with. Y'all think we hard to deal with. And at the end of the day, if I got all this money, if I'm going to be with somebody, do I want to be with somebody that's going to be hard to deal with? Or do I want to be with somebody that's easy to deal with? I got money too. So I feel like I can now get a extra, I can get a bad white girl. Like, that's how y'all be feeling. Like, I don't know. Like, like, y'all, I don't know. And then we also have to understand that a lot of these white women are being placed in front of these men. So they kind of don't have a choice.
Placed? How?
I mean, like, people getting sent up to rooms, or this is such and such. Here's such and such, and chances are whoever such and such is probably not a black woman.
Okay.
Getting introduced
do you think that black men are kind of colorist and they find joy or find some sort of happiness in dealing with white women that makes them feel better to a certain degree?
I often, like, sometimes I wonder when I contemplate this issue of when people date out, is there the self-hate aspect of it? I contemplate it because I always wonder that, like, do you really not like your skin tone that much that you are willing to date out just so you don't have to have a child with your skin tone? And when I hear people talk, I understand that they do. And also, I understand that over the last, I would say about 10, 15, 20 years, there has been a real big there has never really been a real big thing, as far as I can remember, where dark-skinned black women, well, maybe in the 60s and the 70s, where dark-skinned black women were it. But like for the last 10 years at least, really 20 years, probably longer than that, like, there has been this push for lighter women and why black men should like lighter skinned women.
Okay.
Like, everywhere you turn, it's always black men with lighter skinned women. It's not like, even when you look on TV, when you do see dark skinned black women, who they with? They with white dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So and then look at how we were socialized. We in our 30s. Look at every music video that you can think of from, I don't know, damn, when the box was out. Half those videos, the box. We went back to the box. I went back to the box.
No, cable. Oh shit, that's in the 90s.
Yes, exactly. And think about when music videos start coming out. You saw a lot of music videos with damn near half of them was full of light-skinned women. They were black women, but they were light-skinned or lighter women. And then as the years went on, the women started looking more and more exotic. You don't know what the hell they are. They can be anything. Mm-hmm. The more over the years, like, you just saw it. So I think our men are being socialized to think that is better and that is prettier, or just because that, I think that's just what it is. They're being socialized. Yeah. Some of them still grow to like dark-skinned women and don't fall for it, but I think it's a socialization thing.
Okay, because here's the thing. I've been hearing, and I know I won't mention any names. Shout out to all the brothers. God damn, y'all niggas is getting paid. Y'all niggas working overtime tonight. Okay. I'm gonna get everybody super
Y'all
chat
need
in
to
a
go
minute.
donate to that Help Ashley Move fund.
Yeah, whole tip. You can get a lot of subscribers after this show for sure. They're gonna be over there donating. And let me do this, brothers, real quick. So we have let me
Leah,
real
God,
quick.
I'm sorry.
How many people? Okay, only 12 people have subscribed. We got 500 or something people. Y'all better go for subscribe to Ashley. We need to get her to 12,000 subscribers before the show's over. But this is what I want to say. This colorism thing, right? Because I've heard certain YouTubers, I won't call their name because I want to be in no YouTube dramas. Hotep, I'm done with YouTube dramas. That was 2017. This year I'm saved and sanctified, filled with the Holy Smoly Ghost. Okay, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problems, Jesus. A lot of women are saying, okay, the reason why black men are going to white women is because it's colorism. It has nothing to do with, you know, they just prefer white women. They prefer light-skinned women. And when I hear other black men when they make these particular statements to counter that, a lot of men say, well, it's not necessarily because, you know, these women are light-skinned or white. It's that the treatment is better. And so I also hear this, and I agree. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you believe that black men who deal with white women, typically the white women that they deal with are unattractive or fat?
Hold on. I just had to put you on mute. I'm trying to put this on. I don't think so. Some of them, I've seen some black women with some atrocious looking white women. But I don't think a lot of white women look funny to me. So I can't really say like they probably pretty to somebody, but they funny looking to me. And a lot of them are very lackluster in personality. Like, you know, they might be bubbly, but like they're lackluster. Like they're weird. Like, I don't know. They're always, a lot of the times it's something that's not always there for me. So I don't see what they see in these women. But, you know, I don't have to because I don't date them. So, you know.
Okay, let me say this, and I'm a and shout out to my brother VJ and all the brothers donating. I'm gonna say this: when I see black men dating white women across the world, there is a here and there. I typically see those black men with white women that I feel that white men don't want. I will say that. So I'm not gonna be shitting on y'all white women and stuff like that. But when I typically see black men, white women, those white women, for the most part, I don't think the white men would take them serious. That's what I will say. But with that being said, though, this is what I've noticed. Those black men, for on average, probably feel that they are getting treated better by that white woman, by a black woman in the same race, that they could be dealing with the same looks. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of black men are stating the fact, like, we're not dealing with black, you know, these white women, you know, of course, yeah, you might have a few from you know, looks, but a lot of black men, like, I mean, we can honestly say black men will fuck anything. Let's be, can we be real? Niggas will fuck a tree stump with some fake titties to it. If you put a tree with some fake titties on it, you will have niggas will be fighting over that tree. Don't let that tree have a hole in it. They gonna fuck that tree. So I can't necessarily say that, oh, black men are hung up on looks, black men are hung up. Black men will fuck anybody, anything. I mean, it's just the truth. That's what we do. Hey, y'all niggas know. But why do you think? I mean, do you think that the colorism argument is because black men prefer this because of what they look? Do you think that they're impressed by that? That's all I'm gonna say.
Again, I think beauty is one of those things that's subjective.
Okay.
Some of these dudes probably are really attracted to some of these women. It might really be that they might really be attracted to them, you know. And then again, see, I learned something a long time ago, and I feel like everybody should have learned it a long time ago, but I guess people didn't. You know, when you have an ugly personality, you could be the prettiest person, the most handsomest guy in the world, the most beautiful girl in this world, but when you have a shitty attitude, a crappy personality, none of that matters. None of that matters.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of our women, we know, like a lot of us are pretty, we're cute, and because we know that, we have shitty attitudes. I don't have to deal with you. I can just whatever. I have such and such lined up too. And what happens is they think they're gonna always have that, and they don't. That dies off because they have a shitty attitude. Your attitude is garbage. Nobody wants to deal with that. But instead of them realizing it's their crappy attitude, they say, "Oh no, it's these men." No, honey, it's you. And nobody ever tells them that because they've been hearing things forever. Even the men say, "Oh no, it's not you, woman. It's not you, woman. It's these men. It's these men. They just don't want to do this. They just don't want to man up. They just don't want to do that." No, she has a horrible attitude. She has bipolar mannerisms. She's crazy. That's why he doesn't want to deal with her. Oh, Black women been hearing this for their whole lives. Oh, it's his loss. If he don't want to be with you, it's his loss. How? If he's not with you, it's because he doesn't want to be with you. And obviously, it's not a loss for him. But Black women have been getting taught that, and we've been hearing that our entire lives.
Let me.
He ain't gonna find nobody like you. Isn't that the point?
Hold on a second. Let me time this bitch ass nigga out. Come on, cool show. Hold on. Hold chat player. Hold chat. We're gonna get you out of here. Let me. I had a question I want to ask, but damn, I'm getting old. Let me go ahead and shout some brothers out. Thank you, brothers, for the support on the show. Again, Ashley. I mean, I don't know how long do you have, Ashley?
My bad. I had to take a bite of this food. I don't know.
Okay.
My daughter outside playing, so
okay.
She could be out there for another 30 minutes.
Okay. So we got Wake the Hell Up. One more again. Go check out Ashley W. Conte. My brother, Wake the Hell Up. Timothy Blewett, $20. Marcus the Realist. Does she think that Black women in general have the luxuries as other races of women in terms of dating carelessly into 20s? I think you just answered that. My brother VJ48, $15 Canadian. My brother been coming through with a lot of money, player. You must have hit that Canadian lottery pimping. I've been seeing a bunch of white men with Black women on TV comments. Okay, I'll have her answer. I don't understand the notion of dating interracially equating to leaving in community. Can you please elaborate how exactly we're leaving and what we owe to the community? Let me talk about that real quick. Let me answer this, and this is how I feel about King Nick. I think King Nick is, if I'm not mistaken, we have some of our brothers that are in the Nigerian sector of Black America. They're, a part of it. They're, when it comes to, I think, like some of our African immigrants, brothers, some of our brothers in London, in those cases, they always have the community to, where they are from. And I was talking about this today. For Black American men, up until recently, now we have like the manosphere and we have things that represent Black men. But before, if you're a Black dude and you are upwardly mobile and you marry a white woman, you're done in the community. Now you might say, well, fuck the community, ain't shit there. It's true, but it's the only community you fucking know. You can't go to Africa, nigga. You're African American. You can't go to Ghana, can't go to Jamaica. You don't have nothing else. That was it for you in Black America. For most people, if you marry outside of your race, that's it. You're done. I mean, in Black America, you can't do anything. Now, to his point, to King Nick, what are you leaving and what do you owe to the community? Well, you don't owe the community shit. And many times you're not leaving shit. But realistically, that's all you have, especially for African American. I mean, this is the only that you know. And I think, like, as I live more so outside the United States, I appreciate more ideas and things about the Black community that I do miss and I take it for granted. But typically, that's a one-way ticket out of Black America, and like it or not, that's all that a lot of African Americans all we know. because you can't take your white wife to a black church. go to Shiloh Baptist Church with Becky, nigga, and see the one them motherfuckers look at you like you crazy. All right, let me do this real quick. Black male talk. Okay, hold on. Muni. Black women need to get their own femininity back. International chicks are winning because they enjoy being women. Wake the hell up. What's happening, O'Shea and Lovely Ashley? Interesting discussion here. Thank you so much. Black male talk. It's hard to find our own in certain categories that black men are stepping into when focused on goals, less she is already there with you on the come up. Ashley, let me ask you this. Timothy Blue, thank you so much. What I want to know, are you there?
Yeah, I got you on mute.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I fucked up. What were you just talking about at the end? You were saying something before we went to these super chats. You were saying something. For a fresh memory, what you're talking about?
I don't know you. Girl, my memory is shot.
Cool. Just like mine. Let me ask you, what are other things that you feel that black men are not asserting themselves in outside of trying to be, dominant with, are there other things that black men are not doing that you feel that black women find to be or bitch made or something like that?
This is a comment that I hear men make, and I really wish you guys would stop because I have this saying, Leah. Okay, if you hold on.
Y'all get the likes up, Hotep. Get the likes up. 500.
I just had to be mommy for a second. What was I saying? When men make this statement, I want you guys to understand that you give women so much fuel to their petty little fires. So please stop making statements like, women won't let me lead. That's the dumbest shit that you could ever say to a woman. Don't say that crap to these women. You're giving them fuel to their fire. Don't say that. You don't have to ask a woman to lead. Just lead. Just be assertive. If she can't take your assertiveness, she's not the one. Period. Walk away. Period. End of story. End of sentence. End of everything. She's not the one. Stop dealing with those women that can't take you how you are. Stop pretending to be a certain type of way when you're not that way. If you're not a passive type of dude, stop pretending to be passive for these females. Stop. Be who you are. And if she can't respect it, if she can't like it, fuck her. Because y'all, that's the thing. That's what we do when we go out to these other races, though. We act like ourselves. We let our hair down. We be free. We just act how we want to act. We feel like we can reinvent ourselves and so on and so forth. But when we're with each other, it's like we feel like we got to be a certain type of way or something. Like, do black women feel like they have to be at y'all throat all the time or something? Have we been socialized that much to feel like we have to be at y'all throat? That there has to be some sort of disrespect level? Is that what is that? Where did that even come from?
So, when you hear a man say, okay, black women don't want to let me lead. Okay, let's talk about certain things, because it seems as though, when black men are trying to do things to help the community, and like the Detroit 300. Okay, have you heard of the Detroit 300? Those guys that started trying to fight crime in the neighborhoods and trying to fight against the gangbangers there in the neighborhood, and some of them were even getting shot and killed by other, fighting in like a lot of black feminists got those guys disbanded. Did you hear about that?
Black feminists got them disbanded.
Yeah, they were trying to.
Why? See, and see, that's the type of crap that I be talking about that black women do that I don't fucking get. Like, that's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm cussing on your page because this ain't my page. No.
Fuck my shit all up. Go ahead.
No, like, that's the type of stuff that women do that I don't get. Like, how on one hand are we complaining about thugs and all these black men are thugs and all they want to do is sell drugs and do all this, that, and that, but when some black men stand up and do what the hell they supposed to be doing, you want to bitch and moan about it. That's retarded and backwards as fuck. Don't you think?
No, it is backwards.
Like, that's dumb as hell. But that's what we out here. That's what a lot of women are out here doing, and that shit is dumb to me. It's super freaking dumb. Like, you fighting against your own interests. Just like I say it on my channel. Like, think about what we spend our money on.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of black women right now that will support a dude in and out of jail all day, every day, put money on his books, accept every collect call. But that person, that friend, whoever you know that's in college, you won't send them a dime.
Mm-hmm.
You won't help them buy a book. But you sending this jailbird money. Somebody got some shit confused. I'm confused. But you complaining about all these black men being thugs, but you supporting thug behavior when you support his ass when he in jail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I guess we don't get that.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you get criticized by certain women that hear your content? Because you are very pro-male in a lot of the things that you say. Do women call you pick-me chicks? Oh, she's just trying to get black men's approval. Okay. What do you have to say to those women? I mean, like, what do you when they say things like that, like, how do you take it? What is your response?
I tell them that sound like the dumbest shit ever, because let me tell you, when I hear all of them talking, a lot of them, especially when they have that type of mentality, a lot of them will try to act like they'll want to be this gold digger type of chick. So you will take anything from any type of man to get some money out of them. Okay, that's what you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you will take any type of behavior, any type of treatment from any man to get whatever financial gains you think you can get out of him. But simply because I agree with him that behavior is deplorable, you're calling me a pick-me? No, bitch, you're the pick-me. You're doing anything and everything to get a dude. I'm not. I'm just agreeing with him that your behavior is disgusting. There's a difference. No, you're the pick-me. There's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand what it is, because clearly you don't. Just like they call me mammy. No, baby. Have you looked up that?
Phone like Ashley, I can't hear you. Phone. Ashley. Your phone messing up. The white man got his foot on your wireless. Can y'all hear Ashley? The white man is suppressing her. Hold on one second. Let me make sure. Ashley.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, the white man was holding you back.
Can you hear me? Oh man.
Yeah.
How much do I have to repeat? No.
The whole thing, because the white man was holding you back.
Oh, goddamn. I don't remember the whole thing.
The white man was holding you back, baby.
Oh man, what was I saying?
I don't know, but we about to find out.
Somebody gonna tell me.
Oh man, when you get old, you start getting forgetful. You're like, God damn.
Forgetful as hell. I feel like I still got mommy brain. Right. If any women, they know what mommy brain is.
Oh, mommy brain. Okay. Let me shout out to a few brothers that have supported the stream. There's so many brothers, man. There's so many y'all coming in. I'm trying to write down some of the questions here that you guys might have. So let me go to the brother. He says, Truman Carr. Thank you, brother. They will only want to submit after a gang of children. The spook that sat by the door. If black women become more feminine, they will change the game, because I love black women because I'm a man and they want to be a man too. Let's talk about this. Like a lot of brothers do say that, okay, black women, they want to go out, in their best years. They don't want to, like, in their best years when, their fertility years, all that, they don't want to come through for a nigga, you know what I'm saying, and get with the program. Once they get 32,000 kids by one-legged Leroy, now they want to come to a player, have a player take care of them kids and shit, and then talk about my kids come first. Now, what you got to say about that? And is that true? Is she there? Hello? Hey.
Yeah, I keep telling you, I got you on mute. I got babies around. Oh gosh, and firecrackers and stuff. I'm around Negroes.
Oh.
I'm around legit Negroes. We got stuff going on back here. What was the question? I'm sorry.
No, so brothers are always complaining that, a lot of black women, they only want to be, down with the cause after they have fucked their life up and got like 15,000 kids by 15,000 dudes and shit. All of a sudden they want to, be wifey material and shit after they bring in like 1,000 kids to the game. What do you have to say about that? And is that true?
I think for some women it is true. I think some women do have a bunch of kids and do a bunch of messed up stuff and then realize later on, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it goes back also to the socialization that women have been getting, that be independent, don't depend on men, we have been basically, like, I remember hearing women say, if you depend, like damn near verbatim, and that's kind of messed up, that if you depend on a man in any way, shape, form, or fashion, that you're stupid. As a woman, you're stupid. So you have to understand that that's the programming that we've been getting from our mothers, from our aunts, from our grandmothers. So we're coupling that with all this other dysfunction that we got going on, whether it's, daddy issues, mommy issues. I've been molested, cause uncle such and such touched me. Such and such at school is talking about me because I'm too light skinned, and such at school is talking about me because I'm too dark skinned. Maybe I talk with a lisp, so they talking about me. And we as parents are not aware. Hold on. Okay, I don't have to hold on. We as parents, because like, think about how when we had things going on when we were children, did you go talk to your parents about it? And if you went to talk to them about it, were they understanding, or did they tell you to shut up? That's not, words, sticks and stones may hurt, words don't, and all this other stuff. What was they telling you? It's just like, we have to really think about that sort of thing and think about what from our childhood are we bringing into our adulthood, and what from that are we bringing into our relationships.
No, I agree.
And I don't think we're doing that. And when we deal with each other, again, I think we're seeing that uncle that used to do whatever. We're seeing our dads, we're seeing our brothers. You're seeing your mom, you're seeing your sister, your cousin. You're seeing those bad examples of Black people. And when you have the opportunity to go out, you see how different other races act and behave, and you like, oh my gosh, this is so different. I prefer this behavior. Let me gravitate towards that. But you don't stop and think that, hey, there might be a group of Black people that act just like that. Let me go try to find those Black people. We don't do that because we so few and far in between, and that's what's unfortunate about being Black and being conscious and being any sort of not like everybody else that's Black.
No, I agree. Because it's hard to see some Negroes, doing certain things. So let me just do something real quick here, guys. I want to thank you guys. Do me a favor, get the likes up, player. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Ashley, you didn't got me up. I'm a Christian.
Nah, you was drinking that tequila. No, not tequila. What'd you say, vodka? Don't blame it on me.
I'm telling everybody everything, maybe. D's and D about to pick me. Thank you so much, brother. 2 hours super chat. Nick Morgan, this is from our girls Ashley's internet bill. Keep putting in that work, sis.
Look, I'm gonna need that. I'm for real too. I'm gonna need all that because I gotta move by the end of the month.
I would.
I have to move a whole hour away.
Oh damn, Truman Carr.
Leah, none of that.
Brother, keep making it play out. Thank you all you brothers, man, for holding the show down, man. I really appreciate you. for you supporting it. And guys, do me a favor. Ashley was nice enough to come over here, and bless us with her presence. Okay, so I want you guys to do me a favor.
Some water.
Let's try to get her to 12,000 subscribers, y'all. We got 537 people in here. I need everybody to go to the description, subscribe to Ashley.
You're probably hungry, I know that's what it is.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No. So
I thought I put you on mute.
So I don't answer. Is there anything else that you guys, not you guys, but anything that you wanted to weigh in on? I don't know about who wanted to get on the hangout, but I'm kind of tired, man. Like if I let some of you niggas on here, y'all will be talking all day because y'all niggas are long-winded, and that's the problem. I just can't let you niggas on here because you niggas don't know when to shut the fuck up, and that's the problem. We'll be on here till like 10 in the morning. I can't be fucking with y'all tonight like that. So I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to kind of talk about, man? As far as these black men dating out of
You want to? I'm sorry. I keep thinking I have you on mute. I just took you off mute, and I'm talking to my baby, and I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being rude.
No, it's fine. I know you busy. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. Don't look at everybody leaving. Everybody leaving now. Oh, she about to end. I'm about to leave. So listen, man, brothers, like the video. I really appreciate everybody, before you guys go. But let me ask you, Ashley, would you be willing to come by the hood again, over here in the Black Manosphere?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You gotta catch me clearly on a day. Like, you gotta catch me, like, literally.
Okay. And so let me just say this real quick. We're gonna have possibly 2 shows tomorrow. We got the British podcast, the UK brothers. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Research. He in the Wolf Lifestyle.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate y'all for all that you do, but I can't be on here too late because it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm tired of niggas. I'm tired of all of y'all. I love you, but as you know, I've been taking a break because I'm tired of y'all. That's why I don't do all these shows like I used to, because y'all niggas bother me too much. So I had to take a break from all of you, but I love y'all like play cousins, but I'm tired of niggas. Okay, I keep telling y'all one day I'm not gonna be on this YouTube shit. I'm gonna be done. It's too much motherfucking work. Okay. So but I really love it, you know what I mean? But again, I can't, the demand is too much for me at this time, man. Is this is too many shows, it's too long. Kamar Sterling, stay on topic. Nigga, we about to end this motherfucker. That's the topic, nigga. The topic is about to end, motherfucker. That's the topic, goddamn. So let's talk about stay on topic. You can shut your motherfucking ass up. Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nope. Hey y'all.
Okay. So thanks again. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys. We'll be on tomorrow. I got the British show. And peace, hair grease, chicken grease. And again, I'm tired of hold on one second. Quit with that N-word. Hold on. Hold on. I got something for you. Banned! Get your motherfucking ass out of here. You ain't never gotta worry about coming on this motherfucker. Don't you ever come up on my goddamn show and tell me what the fuck to say. I'm O'Shea motherfucking Duke Jackson. Nigga, don't you ever in your life. See, you know what? Y'all niggas ain't got it fucked up. Y'all niggas forgot who I am, but I'm still one of the baddest niggas in this side of YouTube. Don't get cussed out. Y'all niggas know. Don't do it. Don't play yourself, nigga. Just because I don't make the video, I don't play yourself. You get cussed out. Hold tap. Okay, I'm sorry. That's why I want to be dealing with these motherfucking niggas you saw I deal with. These motherfuckers.
Oh man.
You niggas know how I talk. You know what I do, but you want to come over here correcting me and shit. Nigga, you can't. I'm 37 motherfucking years old. You can't correct me, nigga.
I can't take it.
Fuck wrong with y'all? I wouldn't give a fuck about you. Shit, you niggas is crazy.
I don't know.
You must not know who I am, nigga. I'm somebody. I might not be nobody to you. I'll cuss your motherfucking ass out. Yeah. Shout out to my brother Aaron Collins. I wouldn't give a fuck about you niggas talking all this shit to me.
How you do that, Billy? How you do this?
What up, Moses? You niggas, Moses tell you I've been cussing niggas out since I was in high school. When I had a flat top. When I had a flat top. It had S curl in it, but it was mine. Yeah, most times skinny with a curl. All right, look, man. Thank you for everybody coming on, man. I appreciate you, brothers. We'll be on tomorrow. Peace.
I see your panties.
No, you see.